Sweetheart, it's all right to feel heavy sometimes. It's all right to feel stuck. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are simply carrying more than your heart was ever meant to hold alone. Let's begin this time together gently. No rush, no pressure, just you and a little willingness to open the door to something softer. You've already taken the most powerful step, being here with me, open to the idea that healing is possible, that maybe, just maybe, peace is closer than it seems. There's a tenderness in you that hasn't been nurtured in a long time, and that's what we're here to do, to breathe love into those parts of you that have been ignored, judged, or silenced. We've all carried things for too long, words that weren't ours, guilt that didn't belong, stories that never served us. But darling, you don't have to hold them anymore. You don't have to prove your pain to heal. You just have to be willing to let light touch it. And I promise you, the universe responds to your willingness like a mother rushing to soothe her child. Sometimes we think we must dig and fight and fix everything before we can feel whole again. But healing isn't about fixing, it's about releasing. And release doesn't come through force, it comes through love. Soft love, the kind that whispers, "You're safe now. You can exhale." Can you feel that? That gentle nudge in your heart that says you're ready for something more peaceful, more honest, more free. I want you to know this is not about forgetting the past. It's not about pretending nothing hurt you. It's about honoring yourself enough to say, "I deserve to live without carrying this every day." The wounds may be deep, but so is your ability to heal. Your body remembers what peace feels like. Your soul knows how to return to joy. It's all within you, right now. As we speak, your body is listening. Your cells are listening. Your heart is listening. Every kind thought you offer yourself ripples through your being like warm sunlight. You're not starting from scratch. You are returning home, back to your natural state of peace, ease, and love. Let's take this time together to remind your spirit that it is safe to soften. Now, let's explore something tender. The emotional pain we carry isn't always loud. Sometimes it whispers quietly in the background, like a hum that never stops. We grow so used to it, we don't even notice anymore. But the body notices. The mind notices. You might feel it as tightness in your chest, a clenching in your belly, a lump in your throat. These are not enemies. They are messengers. They are little nudges from within, asking for your attention, your love, your presence. You see, when we don't feel safe to express what hurt us, that energy doesn't disappear. It stays with us. It finds places to live, old memories, recurring thoughts, muscle tension, even fatigue. The past doesn't always live in our minds. Often it lives in our bodies. And that's why emotional freedom is not just about changing our thoughts. It's about making peace with what the body has been holding for far too long. Let's talk gently about how pain stores itself in the body. When something hurts emotionally and we don't know how to process it, the body steps in. It holds the emotion in a safe little pocket until we're ready. Isn't that kind? It doesn't judge us for not being ready. It simply waits. It holds the tears we couldn't cry. It stores the anger we had no place to express. It carries the fear we pushed aside so we could keep going. But after a while, the body grows tired. It starts to send little signals: tension, sleeplessness, restlessness. These are not punishments. These are invitations. Invitations to return, to feel, to breathe, to listen. You don't have to fix it all at once. You don't even have to understand it all. You just have to be willing to ask with compassion, "What is this trying to tell me?" and then offer it kindness, offer it warmth, offer it words like, I hear you, you are safe, you can let go now. This is how we begin to create emotional space, by noticing what we carry, by gently naming it, and then by asking, do I still need to hold this? That's not an intellectual question, it's a heart question, and your heart knows the answer. Sweetheart, emotional freedom isn't something we achieve by pushing harder. It's something we receive by softening, by letting the body feel safe enough to exhale, by giving the heart a safe space to feel, and by reminding ourselves that we are not our pain. We are the light that holds it. We are the love that transforms it. Sometimes the pain feels so familiar, we begin to believe it is part of us, but it's not. It's something we've experienced, not something we are. Letting go of pain does not erase your strength. It doesn't undo your growth. It honors it. You don't need to carry the past to prove that you survived it. Your breath is proof. Your presence is proof. Your heart, still beating, still open, is the greatest proof of all. There is no shame in needing time to heal. There is no failure in needing softness. In fact, softness is your strength. It takes courage to feel. It takes bravery to sit with what hurts. And it takes great wisdom to let love lead the way. If you find yourself clenching, holding, bracing against the pain, place your hand over your heart. Breathe. Whisper softly, it's okay. I am here now. I love you. These words are magic. They don't erase pain instantly, but they begin a conversation between your mind and your body, a conversation of peace, of forgiveness, of returning home to yourself. Each time you offer yourself loving words, the body listens. Each time you choose to feel instead of numb, the heart opens. Each time you breathe instead of brace, the past begins to loosen its grip. You are already doing the work, simply by being willing to listen with love. That's what creates change, not punishment, not perfection, but presence. Gentle, loving presence. You may have been taught that strength means holding it all in, but true strength comes from your ability to let go, to let yourself be soft, to let yourself be free. Your pain is not who you are. It is what you've carried, and you don't have to carry it alone anymore. In this moment, you are being held by love, by grace, by the part of you that has never been broken. And now, in this quiet space we've created, let's breathe together. Inhale love. Exhale the weight. Inhale softness. Exhale fear. Let each breath be a reminder. You are safe. You are healing. You are free. You are so deeply loved, just as you are. Sometimes the heart grows tired, not from what happened, but from carrying it for so long. You may have held on to a story, a memory, or a pain that shaped how you see the world. And maybe that story was true, and maybe it wasn't fair, and maybe no one ever said, it's okay to let it go now. But I will say it to you with love. It's okay to let it go now. It's okay to place the burden down and give yourself a moment to simply rest. Often, we think letting go means pretending the pain never happened, but it doesn't. Letting go means softening our grip. It means no longer letting an old hurt dictate today's peace. It means choosing to release, not the memory, but the weight of it, the heaviness, the tightness, that grasp that says, if I let this go, I'll lose myself. You won't lose yourself, darling. You'll find yourself. Not the version shaped by survival, but the version shaped by love. Sometimes we hold on because the pain feels familiar. It becomes part of our identity, a shield, a reason. But pain is not your identity. It was an experience, not a definition. You are not what happened to you. You are what you choose now. and you have the power to choose peace, even if just a little at a time. What if the story you've told yourself is ready to change? What if you are no longer the wounded one, but the wise one, the one who felt deeply, survived, and now chooses peace? When we release the need to suffer, we don't lose our depth, we reclaim it. We allow our story to become a bridge instead of a wall. Here's something I love to say gently. I now release the need to carry pain from my past. Speak it softly, not as a demand, but as a kindness. Speak it into your palms, your breath, your chest. Let it sink into the parts of you that have waited years to hear it. The parts that said, I didn't know I had permission to let go. But you do. You always did. Letting go is not forgetting. It's not pretending. It's not denying. It's choosing to no longer suffer twice. It's choosing to unclench your heart and say, I deserve light now. I deserve rest. You do not have to rehearse the pain every day. You can let it become a lesson, not a chain. If your heart is afraid to let go, that's all right too. Offer it patience. Say, I understand. I'm not going to push you. I'm going to love you through this. Let love be the path that leads you into freedom, not force. You've lived in the echo of what hurt for long enough. Now, let's live in the softness of what heals. And what heals, sweet soul, is forgiveness. Not just for what was done, but for what you've held on to. Forgiveness is not about the past. It's about your peace now. It's not saying what happened was okay. It's saying, I choose to be okay now. There is so much freedom in that. Forgiveness is not forgetting the pain. It is remembering yourself beyond the pain. It is reclaiming your breath, your joy, your open heart. Not because anyone else deserves it, but because you do. Because your nervous system deserves peace. Because your nights deserve rest. Because your joy deserves to return without guilt. Let us think of forgiveness as a gift to your own spirit. You are the one who benefits from it. You are the one who softens. You are the one who no longer has to carry a weight you never deserved in the first place. You may ask, how do I begin to forgive? You begin not by saying, I forgive you, but by saying, I want to be free. That's the doorway. And once you step through that doorway, you might try whispering to yourself, I forgive, and I set myself free. I choose peace in this moment. Say it when the old thoughts rise. Say it when the past knocks again. Say it with your hand on your chest, as if speaking to the very child within you who waited so long for that permission. This is not a one-time event. It's a daily offering. It's a practice, a sacred choice to say, today I live from love. You are not wrong for having held on. You did what you needed to feel safe. But now, safety looks different. Now, safety looks like softness. It looks like releasing the tight grip and letting light pour in. It looks like sitting with yourself and saying, I understand why I hurt, and now I am choosing to heal. Even if the forgiveness doesn't feel complete, even if the wound still aches, every moment you choose peace, you are healing. Every breath that carries grace instead of resentment, you are freeing your body. Every time you speak love to the past, you are returning to yourself. You are worthy of peace, not because you did everything right, not because you were never hurt, but because peace is your natural state. Forgiveness is simply the road back home, and that road is always open. Let's now offer love to the parts of you that still feel unsafe. You don't need to rush. You don't need to be perfect. You only need to be willing to say, I deserve to feel safe with myself again. One of the most powerful ways to build this safety is through your own words, the The way you speak to yourself becomes your inner home. Let's make it a gentle place, a soft place, a safe place, not a place of judgment, but a place of kindness. When the heart feels triggered or the past rises like a wave, pause. Place your hands on your body, over your heart, your belly, your face, and speak kindness. Speak gentleness. Words like, "It's okay, I'm here with you," or "You are safe now." These words have power. They tell the nervous system, there's no danger here, only love. You may notice a small part of you resisting the kindness. That's normal. The mind is used to old patterns, but the body blooms under love. Speak to it like a garden, not a battlefield. Water it daily with words that heal, with affirmations that affirm your truth. I am gentle with myself. I am learning to feel safe again. This is how emotional safety grows, not in one big leap, but in little moments of softness. When you replace criticism with compassion, when you choose a kind tone over a harsh one, when you let love guide your words, even when you're hurting. Try this. The next time you feel overwhelmed, go to a mirror, look softly into your own eyes, and instead of asking, "What's wrong with me?" ask, "What do I need right now?" Let the answer rise slowly. Trust it. Then speak it aloud. Speak it gently. Even if your voice shakes, your voice is not too small. Your needs are not too much. You might say to your reflection, "You've been so strong. Now let yourself be held. I love you." This is the practice of building safety, of becoming your own source of comfort, of reminding the little one within you that they are no longer alone. If all you do today is speak one kind phrase to yourself, that is enough. That is healing. That is transformation. Emotional safety is not a destination. It's a daily relationship with yourself, a relationship rooted in kindness, in softness, in truth. Let today be the day you begin that relationship again. Let today be the day you speak gently. Let today be the day you come home to a voice that loves you. And in that voice, in that kindness, in that presence, you will find everything you need to be free. You will find the courage to feel, the safety to release, and the love to rise again. You are so loved, always have been, always will be. There is such beauty in the small practices we choose each day. Emotional freedom is not found in one grand event. It is woven into the little moments when you choose love instead of fear, when you choose softness over judgment, when you pause to breathe and listen to your inner self. These little rituals of care hold the greatest power. They anchor you. They soothe you. They create space for healing. You do not need complicated routines to heal. What your heart needs most is consistency in kindness. Each day, choose one simple loving act for yourself, one quiet reminder that you are worthy of tenderness. It might be looking into your eyes in the mirror and saying, "I love you, you're doing beautifully." Or perhaps it's placing your hand on your chest and saying, "I am safe. I trust the rhythm of life." You can begin a small journal where each morning you write one thing you are grateful for and one thing you are letting go of. Gratitude is the key that opens the heart. Release is the breath that clears the way. You might write, "Today I am grateful for the strength in my body, and today I let go of the need to prove myself." Just these 2 lines each day can change the way you feel, the way you think, the way you walk through the world. You may enjoy doing a short body scan before bed, laying down, closing your eyes, and gently asking each part of your body, is there anything you're holding that's ready to release? Trust what arises. Breathe into it. Offer your body thanks. Offer your heart grace. And if you ever feel the weight returning, if you find yourself tightening or bracing again, pause and return to your breath. Your breath is always here to carry you home. It reminds you, you are not alone. You are not powerless. You are present. You are loved. Healing is not about never feeling pain again. It's about learning to stay with yourself through the pain with love. You don't have to run anymore. You don't have to hide. There is a quiet power in meeting yourself exactly where you are and saying, I will not abandon you. I am here. When we begin to live this way, something magical happens. The past begins to lose its grip. The future no longer feels so scary, and the present becomes a safe place to rest in. That is emotional freedom, not the absence of feeling, but the ability to feel and still choose peace. With each layer you release, you make space for something new, something joyful, something true. Your heart was never meant to be a storage space for pain. It was meant to be a garden for love. And when you gently remove the weeds of old stories, new blossoms begin to appear. Joy begins to trickle in, at first quietly, and then boldly. You notice the warmth of sunlight again. You laugh a little louder. You breathe a little deeper. You speak to yourself more kindly. This is the evidence of your healing, not perfection, but presence. Let it be okay to feel happy again. Let it be safe to open your heart. Let it be beautiful to begin again. Your story is not over. In many ways, it is just beginning. This time, you get to write it from love, from choice, from freedom. You are not defined by what you've released. You are defined by what you're allowing in now. Let love fill you. Let grace find you. Let joy return to its rightful place in your life. Even if the healing is still unfolding, even if some wounds still whisper, there is room for joy too. So now, in this soft and sacred space we've created, let's close together with love. You've walked through layers of emotion. You've offered yourself truth and grace, and you've planted seeds of freedom in the soil of your soul. Know this, dear heart, healing is always available to you, no matter how long it's been, no matter how deep the wound. Each day is a new chance to return to love. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be healed all at once. You just have to be willing to speak kindly, willing to let go, willing to trust that life is for you, not against you. And so, let us say this softly, as a blessing to your heart. I am free to feel. I am safe to release. I am open to joy. I love and accept myself completely and deeply. I now choose to live from peace. Carry these words with you. Speak them gently. Let them echo through your day like a soft lullaby. And know that I am here with you in spirit, always cheering you on, always believing in the deep goodness that lives in you. You are loved. You are healing. You are free.